the story of the Statue of Liberty. Welcome. You're about to embark on more than just a history lesson. This is an unforgettable opportunity to boost your English skills in a natural and meaningful way. Whether you're an English learner aiming to improve your vocabulary and listening skills, or a curious mind looking to discover the incredible story behind one of the world's most iconic landmarks, you're in the right place. As you listen, you'll absorb new words, phrases, and sentence structures, all while enjoying a powerful story filled with ambition, innovation, struggle, and hope. So sit back, relax, and let your mind travel through time. This is the story of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and a journey of inspiration. In 1865, in the heart of France, a professor and political thinker named Édouard René de Laboulaye had a bold vision. A strong supporter of democracy and a fan of the American political system, he believed that France and the United States shared a unique bond, one built on shared ideals of liberty and justice. Laboulaye dreamed of creating a monument that would honor American independence and also reflect the democratic aspirations of France. It would be a gift, not just of stone and metal, but of hope and unity. His idea was simple: build a grand statue representing liberty and present it to the United States as a gesture of friendship. To bring this vision to life, Laboulaye turned to a talented and ambitious sculptor, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. Bartholdi had always been fascinated by monumental art. When Laboulaye proposed the idea of a massive statue dedicated to liberty, Bartholdi immediately saw the possibilities. He began sketching designs, drawing inspiration from classical Roman goddesses, Egyptian monuments, and the idea of light itself. His statue would be a woman robed in flowing garments, holding a torch aloft to symbolize enlightenment, and a tablet inscribed with the date of American independence, July 4th, 1776. Her face would be calm and dignified, her stance strong and welcoming. He named the sculpture Liberty Enlightening the World. Creating a statue of that scale was an enormous challenge. Bartholdi wanted it to stand over 150 feet, 46 meters tall, a colossal figure visible from miles away. To build such a structure, he needed not only artistic skill but also engineering genius. Bartholdi enlisted the help of Gustave Eiffel, the brilliant engineer who would later design the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel developed an innovative internal iron framework, allowing the outer copper skin to move slightly in the wind while remaining structurally sound. The outer shell would be made of over 300 copper panels, hammered into shape by hand, a technique called repoussé. This would keep the statue light yet durable. It was agreed that France would build the statue, while the United States would build the pedestal it would stand on. In France, fundraising efforts were widespread. People from all walks of life contributed money: schoolchildren, artists, workers, and politicians. Concerts, exhibitions, and public events helped raise awareness and funds. Meanwhile, in America, the fundraising campaign for the pedestal struggled. Many Americans were enthusiastic about the statue, but unwilling to donate money to build its base. That changed thanks to Joseph Pulitzer, a Hungarian-American newspaper publisher. The journey was not easy. Storms threatened the ship, and many feared the statue might not arrive safely. But in June 1885, the Isère entered New York Harbor to great celebration. Crowds gathered on the shore waving French and American flags as music filled the air. The pieces of the statue were stored until the pedestal, under construction on Bedloe's Island, was completed. Throughout 1886, work continued on assembling the statue. Piece by piece, Lady Liberty began to rise above the harbor. Bartholdi himself supervised the final stages. On October 28, 1886, the Statue of Liberty was officially unveiled. A grand dedication ceremony was held, attended by thousands, including President Grover Cleveland, who said, We will not forget that liberty has here made her home, nor shall her chosen altar be neglected." As the veil dropped and the statue was revealed, cannons fired, flags waved, and the people cheered. The Statue of Liberty was now a permanent part of the American landscape. Lady Liberty stood tall, 305 feet, 93 meters, from the ground to the tip of her torch. Her copper skin, originally a reddish-brown, began to turn green over the years as it oxidized, giving her the unique patina we see today. But the statue was more than a work of art. She quickly became a beacon of hope to millions of immigrants. From 1892 to 1954, nearby Ellis Island served as the main immigration station for the United States. More than 12 million immigrants passed through its gates, many of them arriving after long, dangerous journeys across the ocean. The first thing they saw upon arrival? The glowing torch of the Statue of Liberty. To them, she represented a new beginning. In 1903, a bronze plaque was mounted inside the statue's pedestal. On it was a poem by Emma Lazarus titled "The New Colossus." Over the decades, the Statue of Liberty has silently witnessed some of the most defining moments in American and global history. She stood tall through the Great Depression, watched as soldiers sailed off to war during both World Wars, and glowed with pride as civil rights marches demanded a better America. In the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, Lady Liberty was once again a symbol of strength and resilience. The city mourned, the nation grieved, but the torch continued to shine, a testament to endurance, unity, and hope in the darkest of times. The Statue of Liberty has become more than a national monument. She is a cultural icon. She has appeared in countless films, books, songs, and artworks. From patriotic tributes to dystopian warnings, she reflects both the ideals and the challenges of the nation she represents. However, her image has also sparked debate. Activists have used her likeness to protest injustice and inequality. Some argue that her symbolism is incomplete unless all who live in the shadow of liberty truly share in her promise. These conversations, though difficult, are a part of what makes liberty real, the freedom to question, to demand better, and to push for change. Today, the Statue of Liberty remains one of the most recognized symbols in the world. Over 4 million people visit her each year, climbing the 354 steps to her crown or exploring the museum in her base. She stands not only for American values, but for universal ideals: freedom, equality, hope, peace, human dignity. Though times have changed, her message has not. She reminds us that liberty is fragile and must be protected, not just by governments but by each of us. She stands as a challenge and a promise to be better, to welcome others, to never give up on freedom. Closing thoughts. The Statue of Liberty is more than just a statue. She is a story, a symbol, and a spirit that has touched millions of lives. She was born from friendship between nations, built by ordinary people, and lifted by hope. And every time we look at her, we are reminded that liberty is not a gift from the past. It is a responsibility for the future. May we honor her not just with admiration, but with action. Let her torch light the way for generations to come.